Breaking news from overnight, at least 3 people are dead, including 2 children in New Mexico, after a monsoon caused flash flooding powerful enough to wash away entire homes. Check it out.
Oh, there comes a house.
Oh my gosh, y'all look.
Oh no, oh no. Waters from the Rio Ruidoso are receding this morning after rising a record-breaking 20 feet in just about 30 minutes time on Tuesday. Now, burn scars from last year's wildfires, if you remember those, that prevented the ground from absorbing this water. But residents say they have never in their lifetime seen a storm like this.
Today's was significantly worse than anything we've seen in the last 2 years. And last summer's wiped us out over here, so you can imagine when we're saying it was worse, that's saying something.
Yeah, they can't catch a break there. New Mexico officials say crews already performed 85 water rescues and more National Guard rescue teams are on the way. And crews in Central Texas are also working round the clock to find at least 170 people still missing in flooding there. The governor says more than 110 people lost their lives when the Guadalupe River overflowed and overwhelmed nearby summer camps and communities. NewsNation's Jorge Ventura is live in Center Point, Texas this morning. And Jorge, we keep talking about these families. I just can't imagine. How are they coping as the search continues for their loved ones on day 6?
Well, Markie, it's really tough to say, but for the families here that were hanging on to that last glimmer of hope of finding their loved ones alive, they're coming to terms that they likely did not make it. And according to Texas Governor Greg Abbott, he did say yesterday during a press conference that officials here have not found anyone alive since Friday. And that frantic search from search and rescue teams, from local, state, federal, even volunteers, continues to grow very desperate. They're just trying to find any signs of life at this point. Markie, I was speaking with a volunteer for a search group here where I am in Center Point, and what he tells me, they're at the point now where they're digging through the debris and the scent of bodies starts to rise up, and that's what they tell me. They're able to locate some of the bodies. I was able to speak once again with Gustavo Romero. We've been covering his situation where he's still looking for his brother Leo Romero, his wife, and their 1-year-old baby. I was able to join them yesterday during that search, and they refuse to give up, and I could just see the pain in Gustavo's eyes as he's coming to the realization that he likely will not find his brother alive at this point. And for other members of the community here, they're also coming to the realization they're going to have to restart their entire lives. Many of the folks here who had their homes swept away are now living in hotels. Some of them tell me they are now completely homeless. I was able to speak with a woman, Emma Guevara, who told me that she would have, and her entire family would have been swept away if it wasn't for the neighbors that saved their life. Listen to our conversation as she recounts those terrifying moments when the water made it into her home.
So I grabbed the baby, and we made it to the back bedroom, and we stayed on the bed till it started rushing out both back doors. And we just stayed there till somebody came to get us. I had her clinging onto the back of my neck so I could carry her out. I don't know who else. I don't remember a whole lot about it. We're alive.
And in these moments of tragedy, there are many, many stories of the heroes in this community that stepped up, just like there with Emma, where neighbors rushing in to save her entire family, Camp Directors trying to save as many of the little girls as they can, fathers risking their lives as well here in Markie. So it's still a long road ahead, but search and rescue is still underway here in Kerr County.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.